Guys, how's it going? So this is going to be our running review, as we call it, of the Great Wall Toys model 2115 143 scale Hummer. So the first test we're going to do is try and jump it on my ramp and see if it can actually do it. And of course we're going to do this in the fast speed. Oh, we got hung up on something. Whoop. As you can see on this kind of gravel, it really doesn't do that well. And landed on its feet. That's pretty good because that ramp's a little over a foot tall. Did a little side action there. That was kind of cool. Alright, let's try this and see what happens on the grass. So it's really not that great on the grass. I'm actually having to feather the steering a lot just to get it to go here. So grass is not its friend. So we're going to shut off the video here, and then we're going to go out into the front portion in front of my shop and do a little bit running. There's a little bit of dirt, a little bit of grass there. See how it does on that, and then after that we'll take her out onto a little bit of bigger stones on my driveway and then out to the road. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we got a little bit of loose dirt here and a little bit of grass, so we'll see how it handles on the loose dirt. Now, driving slow, it does not too bad. Now, that was in the slow mode, so we'll do the fast mode here. And we're already hung up. As soon as you get into that deeper stuff, you're done for. Let's reduce our steering. So as far as going pretty much straight, or sort of straight, you're not too bad on the loose gravel. Just gets hung up like crazy in grass. Alright, let's try my main gravel part of my driveway here. This has got some pretty big stones. Up a lot on bigger rocks. So we're going to shut it off here and then we're going to take it out on the street, see how it does on the street. Okay guys, so we're out on the street and we're going to see how it handles the roadway here. Now this is full speed, full throttle on the high speed, and I'll just reduce it back. Full throttle on the lower speed. Oh, it handles the roadway pretty good. The battery's getting a little weak from trying to push it through all that grass and stuff. So it does slug it down a little bit in steep steering. So let's reduce our steering all the way back.
You must be the producer.
Oh, it went off. There we go. Just wait for this car to go by. I'm thinking 25 kilometers an hour full tilt's a little overrated for this. But she does pretty good on the streets. Oh, there we go, we toppled it. So we're gonna shut this off now. We're gonna go in the house, run it in there, see how it runs on the floors and on the carpet, and then that'll be it. Alright guys, so now is our inside test in the house on the floors and a little bit of carpet. So it handles much better on the floors, of course. Now this is a full right turn. Full left turn. Now this is with the transmission on the high speed. Oh, we wiped out. Oh, wiped out again. Nice. We'll give you some distance here. Yeah, we can bounce the front end up a little. Nice. Right over. Put the transmission to low speed. That's full throttle low speed. Handles the steering really well. Back to high speed transmission. Driving slow. Low speed on the carpet. Back to high speed. There we go, now that's some fun. Do a little pop-up, make her spin. Now you're not going to get it to catwalk too easy on the smooth surfaces, but you can get it to spin out. Let me just back it up here and slam it right into reverse and it'll spin out. There we go. Now when you're gentle on the throttle, the steering does absolutely no real bogging of the car. And I'm in the high-speed transmission mode. But the faster you go, of course, it's going to bog it down. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's a posi-track rear end. So you're trying to turn a vehicle with turnable tires, and then you're dragging the rear end. So it does slow the vehicle down a little bit into the turns. Like there's our full steering turn radius. And we just back it all the way off. And this is like the minimum amount. Now that's holding it full right, full left. And now we can change our steering. Let's go say about halfway. So even that's pretty decent. And let's reduce the transmission, same way. So overall, I mean, it's good value for the money. It's a lot of fun. We know it can jump a ramp that's over 12 inches tall at the peak. And most of the time it's going to land on its wheels again. You know, so she's a pretty good little machine. Well worth it anyway. You've seen it for yourself with the different surfaces. Definitely the floor and the carpets are really good. Grass, really, you know. Loose sand, yeah, sort of. Tighter sand, tighter packed sand would be better, or really drier sand. Like it rained out last night, so it's a bit wet out there too. You know, and the roadway is actually really good too. Doesn't really like the rocky terrain very much, just can't handle it. But I think if they would have had a much higher rear end, so not so much transmission and motor in the way at the rear, it'd probably go over the rocks a lot better, like the bigger rocks. But I mean, it's not a rock crawler anyway, so you know, you can't expect it to perform like one, that's for sure. So so ends our running review video on this. Now, if you have little pylons and stuff, you could set up your own little obstacle course, you know, outside or in the house, whatever. The headlights are really cool, especially for the night thing. Actually, what I will do is shut the camera off here, and I'll go into my other room, and we'll put everything pitch black and show you how bright the headlights actually are and the taillights on this thing, so you can see for yourself. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're in a really dark room, and I'm going to flash the headlights onto the wall here. I'm about 3 feet away from the wall, so full throttle, and I'm going to start walking back until they just kind of disappear off the camera. And I'm about 2 feet from the other end of my room, so you can still see it on the wall really well. You just probably won't see it in camera very well. There's our headlights, and then our taillights. Now the taillights you won't really see bright at all, like not against the wall anyway, but you'll see them when you're backing up. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them, and do my best to answer them. We'll see you in the next video.